Hey guys, it's Greg and welcome back to my basement studio. Today I wanted to make a video for all you new WeBull subscribers about Costco stock. Since we started talking about WeBull about a month ago, I've had just over 20 of you guys sign up to WeBull, which is really cool because I'm positive that we're going to learn how blogging and investing all are related in the sense of being able to make money online. So this is just, of course, a quick reminder that if you haven't signed up to WeBull yet, use the link in the description below. Deposit $100 and you'll get 3 absolutely free stocks from WeBull. Let me know which stocks you get, and you don't have to do anything with the $100 you deposit. You can just let it sit there and then take it out and take the money you get from your stocks if you want. So what's going on with Costco lately? Well, as you know, Costco has been one of those pandemic stocks that just lasts. It's been essential. Everyone needs their goods in bulk and doesn't want to shop a ton. So now Costco says they're going to give everyone who has their stock a $10 dividend per share coming up on December 11th. What does that mean for us? Well, Costco stock, as it stands right now on November 18th, costs exactly $385, and it's up 1% today. So let's break it down a little bit. If I own 10 shares of Costco, that would cost me 10 times 385, which would be $3,850. And from those 10 shares, Costco would give me $100 just for owning those shares. This $10 a share that Costco is giving out is called a dividend. A dividend is basically an annual or quarterly amount that a company will pay you in order to incentivize you to hold on to their shares. But most companies pay a dividend that's very low, like say just 20 cents per share. And if their share costs a lot, you're not getting that much in compared to how much you have to spend to own the company. But with Costco, $10 as a dividend per share is a lot. And in fact, they haven't offered this high of a dividend since 2017, making this a pretty good time to own Costco stock. So how does this relate to you as a WeBull user? Well, let's hop into my phone and see what it looks like on WeBull. So here we are opening up the WeBull app, guys. And if we click on the horns in the middle, it's going to log us in and we can see exactly what's going on in terms of these dividends and where are they. Well, for starters, we're having a pretty good day of about $500, so going with the grind here. Stocks that have made us money are Teladoc because it was way down, Beyond Meat because they just announced pork in China, Starbucks because Starbucks, we love it, FedEx for the holiday season, Ford because it's a good comeback story, DraftKings because they're the leader in sports betting, and so on and so forth. But where do these dividends come in, and where would you actually get that $10 per share? Well, if we click on More right here and then click on Account Details, we can see that we have stocks and cash, and our cash value right there of $3,000 and change would go up because the dividends are deposited right into that cash. If we keep scrolling down here, we'll see below in payables and receivables that we already have $13 of dividends heading our way. Let's click that, and we can see that those dividends come from UPS stock, which is pretty cool. They're going to be paid also in December on the 3rd, whereas Costco's are going to be paid on December 11th. And we're going to get $13 because we had a relatively small position in UPS, but still. If we go up now, we can see that while we have that amount of cash, which is $3,000, which will increase with the dividends, that cash is also important because we could use that to buy Costco, as we're going to do in a moment. But interestingly enough, at WeBull, they also give you buying power in the form of margin. So we can see that my day trade buying power is actually much more than that $3,000. It's in fact $69,000 because they extend you margin, meaning a loan of money you can use to buy stocks, which hopefully go up. And that loan is based on the cash you have and the amount they think you can repay. So that means that if we wanted to use all of our available money to take advantage of this Costco stock dividend, we could use $69,733.89 to buy Costco. And if we look at the value of Costco right now and do a little simple math, Costco is at $385.62. So if we opened up our calculator and divided that out, let's do that. We would have $69,733 divided by, bear with me here guys, $385. So we could get just over 181 shares of Costco. If we bought these 181 shares of Costco stock by December 2nd, 2020 and held them until December 11th when the dividend is paid out, we would get 181, which is the number of shares we have again, times 10, which is the dividend payout per share, which equals just over $1,800 deposited as cash into our WeBull account, which I think is really cool. Listen guys, we all know by now that not too many things are a sure deal in life. I'm not sure I can go to the gym tomorrow and make the most of my YMCA membership, which costs $72. I'm not even sure I can go out to eat within a week because our mayor is going to be closing down restaurants. And a lot of you don't have a job, which is actually the worst case scenario because you're positive that money is going to be tight in the future. So basically the premise here in a nutshell is sign up to WeBull using the link below in the description. You'll get 1 free stock just for signing up, deposit $100 to get 2 more free stocks, and then deposit whatever else amount of money you want so that you can buy Costco. And for every share you own, on December 2nd and hold until December 11th or longer if you want, you're going to get $10 deposited right into your account as cash dividends. They made that December 2nd date as sort of a time period where people can't just jump in after then and buy a ton of stock. You actually have to buy the stock by December 2nd. I would probably go by December 1st just to be sure it works, and then hold it until December 11th. But they just wanted to do that so that you can't just buy it on like the day of the dividend and then cash out. So you actually have to hold the stock for a little bit, but it's pretty fair given they announced this and we still have about 23 days in order to buy the stock. Which reminds me that the stock could also go up. We have about 23 days in the calendar month until December 2nd, which means that Costco, if you buy it today, could keep going up in value, so you make money based on the value of the shares and you make money from the dividend. As a pretty stable stock, Costco likes going up about 1% a day, as we can see it did right there. Riding that graph upwards is obviously a great idea. For example, if you bought the stock back in June, you would have ridden it from $300 all the way up to $385 and made a large percentage amount. But let's say Costco just goes up a conservative 1% a day until December 2nd, when you have to have bought those shares to get the dividend. At that rate, you would make a good amount of percentage points just from buying the stock right now. In fact, if it went up 1% a day for 20 days, we could figure out exactly how much you would make after 20 days of holding the stock, which would be 1.01 to represent a 1% increase to the power of 20 to represent 20 days of it, which would mean you would have 1.22 times the amount of money you had in the stock after 20 days. In other words, you would make 22% on your investment. So to make this example super clear, let's say you bought the stock today at $385 and held it for 20 days. Actually, it's at $386 now. That'd be $386 times 1.22. So you would have the stock at $470 on December 2nd, which would be a huge increase on top of the money paid out from the dividend. Awesome. Of course, as I'm sure you also know, anything could happen in the future with stocks. For example, Warren Buffett recently sold his share in Costco. For why? Who knows? But that means that he didn't want to take part in this action. Of course, for Warren Buffett, I don't think making $10 per share would really get him to hold on to something or really be enough to change his mind. Chris's sisters are playing piano upstairs. It's always the song. That said, guys, I'd be willing to bet that as December 2nd approaches, more and more people are going to realize this dividend opportunity and are going to be willing to dump money into Costco stock, hence driving the price of it up. So if you see this video and feel like buying early, it's a pretty darn good idea. I know I'm a buyer. So let's go ahead and see how we'd buy that Costco stock on WeBull if you're still unfamiliar with the app, which I know a lot of you guys are still, but I want you to know that it's really easy to buy that stock. So here we are on WeBull, guys. I'm just going to click on Quick Trade, which is the easiest way to buy stock. You can see it remembered the stocks I've gotten so far, but we don't have any Costco yet. So just search for COST, which is the ticker of Costco, C-O-S-T. Click on that at the top. We're going to click on Market because that lets you buy the stock at whatever it is right now, whereas Limit would be creating your own specific price, but I don't really mind if it fluctuates a few cents right now. Then just bump the quantity up to 1 or 2, or take the slider and drag it as far as you want. Of course, we don't have like $40,000 to spend right now, so we're just going to drag it down, 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 and just go for a nice round 3 shares of Costco for just over $1,000. All you have to do now, guys, assuming you're in the market hours, which are 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, might vary where you are, make sure you're in those market hours right now. When you buy it, go ahead and click on the green buy button in the lower left, and then you just got to confirm. And it's that easy. That's it. We now own 3 shares of Costco, and we got it at a price of $386. So when you're watching this video, I do hope it's at $386 or around there, so you can get it too. But I'd be willing to bet that when you're watching this video, the stock price will be even higher. All right, guys, that's all for today. Just a quick update on the new Costco dividend payout coming up on December 11th. Make sure to buy that stock before December 2nd and even as close as December 1st to make sure it works. We don't want any midnight cutoffs affecting anyone. Make sure to use my link below in the description box to sign up to WeBull. You get 1 free stock just for successfully creating your account, which I know takes a few minutes because you have to put in all your information and your address and answer a couple questions and all that. Go ahead and get that done right now so you get that 1 free stock. And when you deposit $100 into WeBull, you'll get 2 more free stocks. I got Zynga stock, but let me know which stocks you get, and I really help you get that big stock valued up to $1,600. All right, guys, if you want to subscribe, I'll be having a lot more blogging and now investing advice coming out soon. Make sure to also hit the like button if you learned something here, and I hope to provide you more stock and investing advice to help you get guaranteed wins in the future, like you get when you get that free stock at WeBull, and in this case, when you get that $10 dividend from Costco. All right, enjoy, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.